Welcome TV Africa, Maso Kutimbe, always on Wednesdays and Fridays from 5 to 6. Thank you so much for watching TV Africa, Kabuka. Those are my names, Ron Kays. Table Kasera Mbanzi January by today VPM program ya Maso Kutimbe. Today we have a visitor, as you see. We have our friend today, Saza Okubanga, a chalida Maso Kutimbe TV Africa. Kwabanti na yeye nyini ayongera okutanya ku film industry ya Uganda, as you see. Film industry ya Uganda elagawa. She's an actress also, as she's going to tell us. I think I know experience like for 3 years. She's going to talk about the film industry about Uganda, and she's bulijjo tufuna bannaffe abava mu nsi wano yaffe nzalibwa na Uganda. Well, today we are so lucky that we've got a foreigner or a friend to us who loved Africa, and also she loved the Uganda film industry, and she's participating in, and she loved it so much. So I think we're going to get good information from her. Let us hear from her. Hello.
Hi, first of all, I'm Marjorie Boltwood.
Major?
Yeah, from Canada.
Okay.
Yeah, and welcome me is awesome. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
we
you.
love you too, and
Yes.
so we are so
Yes.
glad to have you.
Good.
So, Major, how many years have you spent in Uganda film industry?
I've been here since 2017, December.
Okay.
Yes, and got into the filming industry earlier this year.
Okay, this
Yes.
year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, is when I started doing movies here.
Okay. So far, how many movies have you produced so far?
So far, I've been in 12 different productions since January.
Okay, 12.
Yeah.
You have now so far 12 products.
And we still have some ongoing, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That's great. Okay. How did you end up in Africa?
It's always been my lifetime dream.
Okay.
Ever since I was 5 to be here, yes. And I decided after my father passed that this is where I wanted to come.
Okay.
Yeah, so here I am,
Yeah.
in the Pearl of Africa.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you a mother?
My mother is still in Canada, still living in Calgary, Alberta.
Okay.
Yep.
No, I'm okay. That's great. Now I'm asking, are you also a mother?
Yes, I have a son.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's in Canada.
He's
too?
in Canada still, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay. In Canada, have you ever participated in any movie in Canada? There,
Not in Canada, but in the United States.
United States of America.
Yeah, in Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Yes.
Which movie is that?
It was called First.
First.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go right and have it say. You acted as who?
I was a missionary.
Amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
Doing charity work.
Yeah, it was basically that kind of a movie. It's about the reckoning of your last days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How is things in Hollywood there? How did you see things in Hollywood?
Oh, you see lots of things in Hollywood. It's a totally different than here. It's very fast-paced, very disciplined, very, how would you put it? Everything's done exactly the same all the time. You're up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you go do your makeup, you go do your scenes and stuff like that. They would never last over here with the Ugandan time, let me tell you, because they like things on time, and it's like you don't wait for anybody. Yeah, so compared to here, here is much more laid back. I believe there's a lot more talent here. In Hollywood, you have the big stars that get recognized all the time. We're here, all the people are equal when it comes to the acting. There's so much young, raw talent here that is just fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah, for the children to the elders that act in the movies here, it doesn't matter how much experience they have. It's their natural ability. I always say to anybody that I've worked with or whatever, don't overact. Ugandans have that tendency to overact. Use over dialogue. It's much better than overacting and stuff like that. So, and where in Hollywood it's like you do it exactly the way it's supposed to be done from get-go. Where here it's like you can ad-lib, which is kind of nice because I'm an ad-libber. Yes. So, but yes.
Okay. Okay, she's saying that yagenda mu chalo nava mu Canada era yazanya ko film mu Hollywood n'abasajja abamanyi as Vin Diesel and what film gye yasoka kuzanya bagita Fast era nga gikola bulungi era tugenda kubanga tugifuna tulabe ki ddala yali efaanana etya. Okay. Atunyonyodde mu minyonyo ey'enjawulo agambye nti mu Uganda tulina obuzibu nti tuina time management ate mu Hollywood bakozesa nnyo time, like they respect time so much. So good thing that directors and movie makers and actors and actors, you're watching TV Africa Maso Timbe, maybe you're learning this. Okay, let me ask you, what inspired you to join film industry in Uganda?
I saw a need for what, I mean, it's pretty obvious. They don't have a lot of female white actresses
Yes,
here.
yes.
So yeah, and it's something that I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
And I love working with young talent
Okay.
of any sort. It can be artists or singers. I don't care. It's like I just like working with the young talent, and watching them. And if there's anything that you can teach somebody and they learn something from, it doesn't matter if it's cooking, if it's how to drive a car, whatever. That's one of my true passions, is to always help someone that is going to respect what you're teaching them.
Oh, okay.
So that the acting part of it, it just after I did one, then I was like, will you be in another one? It's like, and then when you be in another one, and it's just like snowballed. So yeah. So and I have lots of ongoing projects, like I said, and more movies coming up. So
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Now, then, I'm asking you that a good thing that you started filming industry this year. As you said, at this year, you started Uganda film industry, and so far you've done like 12 projects.
Yes.
And you're saying that like others are coming soon.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm asking you, what challenges have you faced in Uganda film industry so far since you started it?
I think it's a crying shame that after the premiering, basically the movie's over with. It gets sold in a shop for what, 2,000, maybe 1,000, and it's kind of sad because normally that's when, after it premieres, that's when the big money starts coming, because everybody volunteers here, and it's definitely a lot of hard work, time, and dedication, and no one gets paid. So it's sad because there's the money that gets invested into the movies and stuff. I would like to see where the marketing is done. The copyrights need to be changed, and how things are promoted after and stuff would make a big difference here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what is that, like, an advice can give us? What can we do exactly to make this marketing, like, to move to our marketing to change?
In order for it to be marketed outside of Uganda, they have to be English.
They have to be English.
Ugandan is such a small percentage of that people that know it, especially in the Western world. So if you want a movie or a TV show or even songs, if they're in English,
They're going viral.
They can be marketed in North America. They can be marketed in Europe, all over the place, because English is known all over the world. We're Ugandan. Very limited, very limited. So that would be my number one thing. If people want it to go worldwide, it has to be English. But people that want Ugandan movies, it's perfectly fine to have them because there is a market for them here for people. But then they need to have the options of having it dubbed to English properly, with proper English and proper grammar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, good thing is you're listening and you're watching that we should change the language so that we can make our movies in English so that to be international, to get international market. Yeah. Okay. Now, okay, thank you so much. You've talked about a market challenge. And then what is another challenge you see? Apart from market and time or not?
Well, that there is not a lot of support from the local people that aren't in the industry. It's like if you're in the film industry and like that, you get lots of support. If you're not, you don't get a lot of support when it comes to locations, when it comes to the helping to promote it, to get things happening. Because I'll tell you, entertainment is one of the biggest worldwide money-making things. The money that can be made here through entertainment alone is unbelievable, both with the movies and the recording artists. For everybody that's in it, they're so dedicated. It's like their work is worth seeing across the world. So it's just to get it out there.
Okay.
So, but it needs to be promoted properly. It needs to be marketed properly, and it needs to be a commitment that when you're going to start by that very first sentence on the screenplay to the very end, you stay committed and you don't let your dreams die, and make sure that it can be marketed, and then you will be making awesome money, and it's a snowball effect. Once you get a good movie, it's like, let's take Queen of Katwe. I mean, I've watched that in Canada 20 times. So, and it's from the ghetto here in Kampala. So, I mean, it's possible for movies to be watched worldwide about here, about what happens here, or an adventure movie, a love story. That doesn't matter. The location, it's the storyline behind it. And some of the scripts that I've read, the storylines are fantastic. If you close your mind, you don't know what country you're in when you read them. Yeah, and you put them in your mind. So everything that is possible can be taken and made bigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Okay, now another thing about I'm going to talk about script writing. I think a good thing that you participated in different scripts from different directors. What unique thing are you seeing in our scripts?
Well, I gotta tell you something. Took me a long time to figure out some of the terminology. It's like you would never be able to use it in the Western world. Like when someone says, "I'm lost," it's like, no, I'm not. It's like, but they use that term here. But if you're outside of this country, if you say you're lost, you would say that to a child that's been gone for 2 days and comes back and you don't know where it is. If I haven't seen you for a while, that's what I would say. I haven't seen you for a while. So it's just the different terminology. And by learning more from watching different TV shows, if you like the English, watch the English TV shows. If you like North American, watch them. A lot of people like the South American, like from Brazil and stuff, the difference. There's just different things that they have, but it's the terminology. So, but having proper grammar, proper English makes a world of difference for us that don't always know what we're saying.
Yes.
Yes, like when someone says, "Are you clear?" It's like it was another thing that took me a while to figure out what that meant. Yeah.
Okay,
So, yes.
that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, now what else can you tell like an actress that in Uganda, or an actress or an actor, to do actually to be a star, to become a star?
Well, the biggest thing is if you have that desire, don't let anybody tell you you can't. If they tell you you can't, work twice as hard and prove them wrong, because that's the biggest achievement that you will ever get, is to prove people wrong when they say you can't, and you do. Because the talent here is unbelievable, and it doesn't take much if you have that desire to just practice and get good at it. You can do that with dancing, singing, you can do it with acting, but acting is something that comes natural. And like I was telling you earlier, sometimes it's best not to overact. If it comes natural, it looks natural.
Okay.
You got a much better product.
Okay.
Yeah, when you're doing something and it looks totally goofy, it's going to look totally goofy on screen, and that's not natural. And you want a natural product.
So
Unless you are looking for that goofy look. If you want to be the Mr. Bean, you can be the Mr. Bean. If you want to be the normal person in a good movie, you can do that.
So
yes.
Uganda here we overact.
A lot. I see that a lot of times. Yeah. But that's something because that's the culture that the movies were done. So, and that's the same as when it comes to the marketing and stuff. The actual covers for the DVDs, you can go and you look and they all look the same. It's like, oh, okay, well, you don't see what the movie's about, you just see who's in the movie. So, yeah, but those are just little things that in time, they'll all get figured out.
Okay.
Yeah. When you start seeing a really nice cover and that movie's selling lots, and the one with all the pictures of all the people, and it's like still sitting there in a big pile, they go, huh, now we know why. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Another thing, how did you felt since you ever participated in a movie, in a certain movie in Hollywood? How did you felt that in Uganda, like you use very big cameras? Like, what was it? In Uganda, we came with the camera with the
When the first day that I went and they had just a little camera. To me, a 35 mil camera, it's like, I wonder when the guys are showing up. Yes, I didn't. Yeah, it was a little bit different, but the quality of
The camera.
the cameras, it makes a difference. But on the same aspect, there has been some fantastic movies made with small scale equipment, and there's been some big equipment used on movies that have been a total flop. So it's not the equipment, it's how you use it and how you put everything together after. But that's one thing I would like to see is like a library for the equipment and like bought in from North America, Europe, and stuff like that, and seeing about getting some kind of support with the different industries worldwide for better quality stuff here. Because what you guys use here for like especially like sound booms and stuff like that, in Hollywood, the big TV stations in Europe and stuff like that, when they get their new stuff, their old stuff gets put in the closet and gets dust on it. It's too bad some kind of a program can't be worked for that used equipment to come over here, especially when it comes to the educational part of it and teaching how to use that kind of stuff. So because they're always replacing everything in United States and Canada and all over the world. So but the old stuff can be reused here and be put to great use. Because the stuff that they used 10 years ago, trust me, there's a lot of dust on it. Where here, they would be just as shiny because they'd be used all the time and it would be a step up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, another thing I'm going to ask you, you told me you ever watched this movie of ours called Sosuria on the internet, and you watched?
Yes.
Yes. What unique? What unique thing that you watched in that movie to see that young girl was acting?
Well, first of all, the quality of it. I don't speak Lugandan.
Okay.
Okay, but I knew what that movie was about and how that movie worked, just because the acting skills. That's a good actress.
She's
or an actor that can. You don't have to know the words, but you can figure out exactly what it's doing. Yeah. And it helps that she's awfully cute.
Okay.
Yes.
She's cute.
She's cute. Yes. Yes. And the sound was fantastic. The lighting was fantastic. The camera work, everything was good. It was well put together, and you can really see the talent in the young actresses and actors that she used in that.
I'm so grateful.
Yeah.
Okay. You see everything that is there. You said camera. You said sound. You said what? It is done on TV Africa here.
Is that right?
Yes.
Well,
The management of TV Africa, we joined our hands and we produced that movie.
Well, it was fantastic.
Yes.
But the quality from the talent to the production was great.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I think it's going to be a good one when we get to premiere it in September, and we'll be so privileged to have you there.
I'll be there. I'll be there. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay. Another thing, as that you're in the industry, what is your target? Since you're now a Ugandan, because we are going even to give you a Ugandan name.
I have one.
You have
A bear.
a bear. No, it's from Guru there?
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm giving you Nantongo.
Nantongo.
Oh, Nantongo. Nantongo is from Unchima clan, Monkey clan. I'm from Unkima clan, me too. Then my sister or my aunt was called Nantongo. So.
And what does it mean?
Nantongo, it's a Ugandan name.
Okay, just like a first name. Okay.
Nantongo, it's a son name.
Okay.
Luganda name, Nantongo, means you're belonging in a monkey clan. Because me too, I'm in a monkey clan.
Okay.
So you're my aunt, Nantongo.
Okay.
Hello, my auntie.
Auntie Merck.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now, I was asking you that what is exactly, what do you want exactly? What do you feel inside your heart that I should change this? If I get chance to do this, I could do this in the Ugandan film industry.
The biggest thing is this area with the climate, with the scenery, with the talent, the accessibility to get to here. I can very easily see this being it's not just the Pearl of Africa, it could be the Hollywood of Africa.
Yes.
It could be where this is where you come to do movies. This is where you come to bring the outside investors in. Having movies done here, because you have the wildlife, you have the jungle scenes, you have the water, you have the plains, you have the marshlands, you have the mountain, you have everything and anything that you could ever imagine. Because you can go to the most beautiful remote areas here, not think there's anyone around. You can be downtown and think you're in New York City. You could be in the ghetto, and you have everything you can imagine. Having said that, it wouldn't be much work to have this as the capital of movies in Africa.
Okay, it will take time.
Give it 5 years.
5 years.
I'm giving it 5 years, because when you think back how far we've come in this short period, give it another 5 years with everybody having that same drive. It's just getting everybody on that same playing field. Yes.
Okay.
Which would be English in my books. Yes. But then it will. But because if everybody's trying so hard to get it moving, before there was only 1 or 2 people, but now the whole industry, with the government and everything, trying to step up and get this happening here, it'll go a lot faster.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much for coming to TV Africa. We're still watching TV Africa. We are going for a short break, while showing you the movie that she has acted, one from Hollywood, and then some of them from Uganda, and then we are coming back. Don't leave this program. We're coming back.
You remember that conversation we had about grabbing that house up in Napa?
I want a house. I want a family. I want our kids to be able to play outside. This is it, 6741. This is so pretty.
I'm Charlie Peck.
Scott Howard.
Welcome to
Did you just get this out of the garage?
That's where I keep it.
Thought you'd be gone by now.
It's hard to say goodbye.
I keep hearing this creaking sound.
Honey, it's an old house.
You just bought the Peck house, right?
Yeah.
Charlie's quite a guy. Just don't look too close under the mask. His wife died in that house. Mrs. Charlie took Mr. Charlie's shotgun in her mouth. At least that's how Charlie explained it.
Hey! Stop drilling holes in my house!
The man acts like the house still belongs to him.
Honey, he's lonely.
You okay?
It's not your house. This guy is dangerous. I've seen the way that he looks at you.
Now Charlie is after me.
Stay away from my wife.
If you lost everything that was important, and then you had a chance to get it back, wouldn't you just go for it? Lights off!
It's okay. Okay, we're not dying today.
Everything I do for us.
Can you do big things from such a small place?
Don't think about such things.
Why not?
You would be disappointed.
Hey Fiona, how is your life?
It is fine.
Young girl, come inside. What is your name?
Fiona.
Could you please show Fiona how to move the pieces?
In chess, the small one can become the big one. say anything you wanna say.
Chess helps us solve problems.
Hate me, but I'm gonna love you anyway.
It teaches us to make a plan.
If you didn't have a wall to hide behind,
Use your minds,
but you fall to pieces when your eyes met mine.
and you will all find safety.
Why are you letting her win?
I'm not letting her.
You can see 8 moves ahead.
Checkmate.
Checkmate. Checkmate. She won.
You could be the best in all of Uganda.
Coach, how can I become a champion?
Sometimes the place you are used to is not the place you belong. You belong where you believe you belong. Where is that for you?
None of your sneak attacks. This is not the ghetto.
I don't need to sneak. Checkmate.
This year's gold medalist, Fiona Mute.
Your children are blessed because they have a mother who never gave up on them.
Are you my daughter?
Yes, Mama, yeah. Coach, you told us to make a plan, but I fear things will never change.
What matters is when you reset the pieces
She's winning. She's winning.
and play again.
Stronger than your bruises, I got thick skin.
Ofu! Lero ogenda kwekwasa ki?
Nyabo, okama mata okama musai. Mama nyabo, singa manyiti nyoko mulema, singa tosiri wala.
Sure, I hate that girl. I don't like her.
A right to not bathe, but you don't have a right to bathe. Take shower.
This must be Tracy again. Oh no. It doesn't mean that you should cry. Why do you always have to hide that young innocent girl? Why? That's the promise you that you're going to do. That's why I did this. Because my mother specialized me to hurt you.
I'm here to introduce to you again the 2019 Spelling Bee Championship. And this time, the winner of this year is going to win for him or herself a scholarship to USA.
Please, your party is done. Oh, Mama! She just wish. Haven't you heard what has happened inside? Haven't you heard? Omusajja tugambe buli kimu ekyamutuukako.
Teacher Julian yani.
We are still with our friend Major Mark. She's here. She's from Canada, as she said. Maso TV Africa. This program runs on Wednesday from 5 at 6 and Fridays from 5 to 6. And then we come up to learn about film industry in Uganda, and we see where we can put our stockings from where from the stage now we are, and then we put up through the to the peak of the mountain. Now she's saying that Kampala can be the Hollywood of Africa. good thing that we can feel, and everything belongs to Uganda because Uganda is a part of Africa.
That's right.
Now Kampala can be the Hollywood of Africa. So we are so proud that we're in Kampala, and Leila is used that the raw material that God that she said that she have seen in Kampala. The rest was work together, and then we come up with a good idea. And she said that we have good jungles, we have gestures, we have mountains, and even lakes, as she said. She has participated in different movies, as you said, you've seen. But knowing the story, we have not managed to get the whole of the film movie that she did in Hollywood because it was a Christian-based movie and it was sold under church. It was not exported as it was a project for the Christians. So if God says we'll go there also in Hollywood and do a movie with her one time when it comes. So this lady, she's so interested in the film industry as you saw her, and now I'm requesting you to you're going to send like some questions on Facebook, and then if you're willing, then we'll be able to answer you back after this program, and then we'll be able to communicate with you. So, madam, as we're winding up, we're asking you to advise that young person there in Uganda watching now, and the person who is going to be told about you, to advise that person who is watching, who is having the feeling and love of being an actor or an actor.
The first thing, because of the schoolings.
I'm requesting even to advise looking at a camera directly.
Okay. But the first thing is with the youth here, because of the schooling system and them not all going to school, a lot of children don't read, and their parents don't read, and that's what everyone thinks that they need to read to read the scripts and stuff like that. There's lots of things a child that doesn't have that capability can still be in a movie. A young child can be in a movie because they're cute, they're fun, they know how to dance, or they like to sing. So if you have a talent, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to read scripts, but you're a very good dancer or a singer, or you just are cute and are fun and you like to act, you can still. You don't have to get there and know all the dialogues and be able to read scripts and be the best actress. You need to have the courage to take what you have and just let everybody else see it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Say bye to people.
I'm sorry?
So you can say goodbye to people.
Thank you everyone for having me.
Okay.
Yes, and please support your guys out there. They are working so hard, and their dreams cannot die because of people not buying their CDs or DVDs or listening to them. Just support everyone. It's so much easier when they do that.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching View Africa. Always tune Maso Creative Team, but Wednesdays and Fridays from 5 to 6. We will be coming here and teach about TV. We teach about Ugandan film industry. We love you so much. I'm Kabuka, Ronnie Case with my
friend Marjorie Boltwood. Everyone calls me Merk.
Mark. My auntie Nantongo, remember that.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Musoke, being on camera. Thank you so much, and Dexy in production. May the Lord bless you. Bye-bye.
Yes, okay, it's a trend of stuff film production. Ya tugenda Maso katandike eigo filimu zikatondo nyo katsoka tulengere kalango kano 210 na guno tewakyali lwali lwonna eno nayo tujereta okuva mu Trend of Star Film Production. Olowooza gwasoose okuzaala tukyalengera kalango kayo kakati ono gwe balangira olubuto naffe ono agamba naye baali balabye kuba embuto emirembe engalo ye mugga ya Faizo origino ne muzi kasitoba nga walaba kimyanso eno toyina gisubwa tukyalengera kalango kayo katono nnyo mbiri gwa ya basu filimu ya mugga ya Faizo era nga producer waayo waliwo yafuna olubuto n'akudaalira banna abatazaala olubuto olufuna naye luyinza okuyita mu nnyindo ngamba nga luzaalwa kakati February 2010 na guno eno tugenda gikuleetera bagiyita balimisa mizimu walolabyeko gye balimisa emizimu omuntu gwoziise wali ajagenda ku lubimbi ng'ali ku katala
bana bantu ba
gwe ono siye Kasanke wanje
genda wete konfirm mukazi wa
ono mukazi we yali amanyi nti yafa mu kuzaala kumbe we yafa olwo gye bamutwala akolanga mu Cuba ali eri akolanga banange abantu abamu balowooza nti bafa baba tebafanga waliyo gye balimanga abasibe firimu yino ng'oyagala okinyonyoke waliwo gye balimanga abasibe kiki ekiri wano mama nabyasamba akagene naye ate kuninga lifeenya kino kirabye otya ani alimisa abafuuzi ku kyalo kuno gwe twagala muvi kale bagambye 210 guno eno togisubwa balimisa mizimu obadde owulira biwulire birabe mu firimu eno ojja ku kinyonyoko kigwenyalwe lwaki abafu be balima ani alina kinyonyola mu mutwale babe kinyonyola teekaawo ate bafa bali mbuto tolina kugisubwa eno matundiro ga firimu na mugwanga wolina okugijja balimisa mizimu ebitundu 2 katugikutuseko 210 guno and it's a 12 star film production. Yes, okay, kuva Moton of Star Universal Pictures kakadi bakuletedde firimu endala Rainbow Umbrella okutusako firimu eno kasooka tulengere kalankatono nnyo Blast Studios saagala olekedi bakunyumiriza banyumiriza omulogo omwogerako ngaki bulumi bwa nsanja bavu oba omulogo ye muntu gwe batawa layisinsi ng'anaaloga omuntu era ne walogera obudde bwe walogera tebabumulambika kale oli omulogo eno eri ku coming soon ye musajja akuloga ekibanja ky'otunda obukadde 4 n'okitunda ku 20,000 kati mulimu abakaye ozanyisa kalooli omulogo omumanyi tukyalengera kalango katono yavumye kalooli omulogo tugenda maaso abazanyi bonga muga ya Faizo kuzanyidde firimu nkuyanja tosubwa kalooli omulogo eno tugikutusako eri ku coming soon very soon
kiki ekitusse ku kyalo kuno
halo omulogo ameyingiya kalooli omulogo womunyiiza abonereza kyalo kiramba ngenda kusenguka kalooli
ebintu by'amalogo mubiveeko
kakali kalooli ng'amaze otabukira ekyalo kino ani ayinza otaasa abatuuze kalooli kalooli omulogo eno gifune matundiro ga firimu wonna mu ggwanga omuli abazanyi babo omulembe isa 12 Star Universal Pictures Production.